Hannah is also included that too. I didn't get insert a picture in her, but anyway, it didn't have a description of what they did, but I arranged it so that, yeah, this is Ms. Victoria, and she's looking at Mr. I guess they both went fishing. I caught a fish. It's this big. Here we go. Let's see how they did with speaking question number 1. This is where. So let's get ready to answer speaking question number 1. Some people think that's okay. I don't have an audio file, but that's all right. Some people think that it is necessary to prohibit people from using phone calls in some places. Others believe it's inconvenient if phone calls are forbidden in some places. All right. Which option do you prefer? Explain why. Your statement should include specific examples and details. All right. Imagine, remember, you guys are working for ETS. Is that a good quiz? Is that a good speaking question number 1? Pretty clear, pretty straightforward, right? Like a distinction between two things. It's not too long. I have seen speaking question number 1, questions that long before, right? But well phrased, pretty clear instructions. Okay, not too bad. And you got like 15 seconds. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, going on to speaking question number 2. This is the announcement. All right, university. We are excited to announce an important change. Oh, I'll let somebody in team number 1 say it. All right, Muhammad, I'll let you read it out loud.
Yeah. We are excited to announce an important change that will benefit all the students starting next week. Due to feedback from the student body, the university has decided to extend library hours. The library will now be open 24/7 to provide more flexibility for studying and research. Additionally, there will be more quiet study spaces and extended access to computers and printing services. We hope this will help support your academic success and provide a better study environment. Thank you for your valuable input, and we look forward to seeing you take advantage of this new change.
All right, cool. So, yeah, you guys, you wrote this announcement, right? You made this announcement. Sorry. Okay. All right. So, not a bad length. Actually, it's about the same length as I normally would expect on speaking question number 2. Yeah, you make a comment. It's like, oh, it's clear what the change is. That's what you're supposed to look for, right? Yeah. Well, what's that change? What's that change?
The library will be open 24/7.
Look at that. I like that you kind of buried it in toward the middle. It's not the very first sentence. You kind of made it a little more challenging for these students to try to find it. It kind of an important change. It was all benefit, blah 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 blah. Oh, here's the change. This is what
there is two change. The library will be open 24/7, and additionally there will be more quiet study spaces and extended access to computer and printing.
Exactly right. That's true. That's also a change. Right. Super duper. And they gave a pretty clear reason why they're doing this. Support your academic success, right? Better study environment. I guess it make it easier for you, right. And a little more flexibility. You pointed that out too. 2 pretty distinct reasons, pretty clear change. All right, let's listen to the conversation.
Hear about the library staying open?
Here we go.
Did you hear about the library staying open 24/7? I think that's awesome. Now we can study whenever we need to, especially during final weeks.
Yeah, I saw the announcement, but honestly, I'm not sure I agree with it. I get that it's convenient, but it could encourage unhealthy study habits. Students might end up staying up all night instead of getting proper rest.
True. But I think it's great for people who need to study late or have irregular schedule. Plus, there are enough resources to help students manage their time wisely.
Maybe, but I still think the university should focus on promoting a balanced approach to studying, not just access to more hours.
All right. Super duper. About a minute long. Not bad. Sometimes it's about a minute and a half long. Roughly a little short, but okay. You can make comments. Oh, it was very clear. Oh, wait. So who do you think you're going to be asked about? Who? Muhammad or Victoria? Who do you think? I think she had the more opinionated one, I suspect. But then again, sometimes the TOEFL surprises you. Oh, yes, the woman.
Now, answer the following question. You will have 30 seconds to prepare an answer and 60 seconds to speak. How does the woman feels about the change in the library hours 24/7, and what reason does she explain?
All right. So cool. How does the woman feel? Yeah, there we go. About the change in the library hours. Maybe the change to 24/7. Yeah. And what reason does she give? Okay. All right. Cool. It's the woman's opinion. Was her opinion pretty clear? It's gonna make the students lazy, right? Yeah. Okay. Now you can make comments. This is a manageable task. Oh, it's challenging enough. It's not challenging enough. You can make comments to that if you like it. Okay, if you like. All right. Yeah, a couple of little typos in there, but I like actually how you folks were very carefully reading slowly. Yeah, so I can follow your pronunciation pretty well. So, all right, that's a pretty manageable task. All right, now we're going on to speaking question number 3, y'all. And by the way, y'all welcome to make comments if you want to. You know, maybe don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, maybe. Okay. Okay. This is the one where we got a TDEX, title, definition, example, right? All right. That's right. She's not here today. Tell you what, I'll have your other partner read it. Ms. Anna, I'll let you read it. Impact of urbanization on wildlife. Go ahead. Yeah.
Urbanization, the process of cities expanding into thermal habitat.
Natural habitats.
Has.
That's a typo.
Yeah, it's a typo.
Yeah, that's okay. No problem.
Basically, enrich the ecosystem. Worldwide,
You got it.
as cities grow, wildlife is often displaced, leading to a decline in biodiversity.
No problem. Good. Yeah, they're inserting some challenging vocabulary, aren't they? Biodiversity. Let's try it together. Everybody say biodiversity.
Biodiversity.
You could just say diversity.
Diversity.
Biodiversity. Yeah, that's what. Okay, you.
Many species struggle to adapt to urban environments
Good.
where food resources are limited.
Good.
And the pollution levels
Rise.
rise.
Okay.
Some species, such as certain birds and mammals, have shown remarkable adaptability.
Pretty close. Pretty close. You got it.
Adaptable.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Adaptability.
You got it. Do it again.
Adaptability.
Oh, it's tough. Okay. Yeah, it's tough. Okay. Yeah. So there's adapt. That's good. Adaptability.
Adaptability. Oh yeah.
So you can say adapt and then ability. Ability. Yeah. Adaptability. Oh, everybody say adaptability. Oh, that's tough. That's a tough one to say. Okay, keep going. You're doing.
These animals learn to live alongside humans,
Utilizing.
utilizing man-made structures for shelter and finding new food sources.
Yeah.
Despite this, urbanization continues to pose a major
Threat.
threat
It's okay.
to wildlife, requiring carefully planning to balance development with conservation efforts.
All right. Cool. I totally see why you'd see that as treat. Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's actually, it's kind of funny because it's the opposite. A treat is something fun and threat is something dangerous. Oh, and English spelling is crazy. I totally get it. Okay, thanks for sharing. Woo! All right, yeah, so you guys write it down. I was like, hey, that's a decent size. You got 45 seconds to read that, students. That's challenging enough for those students. Maybe it's okay. It's your opinion whether or not they should like shorten it, maybe make it more simple or not. But a couple little typos, no big deal. Okay, all right. But actually, pretty straightforward. Defining something. Okay, you got a definition of something. All right. So here comes the lecture from Professor Muhammad.
Discussing the relationship. Good day, everyone. Today we will be discussing the relationship between urbanizations and wildlife, focusing on challenges it poses to animal and ecosystems. Urbanizations refer to the process of cities and towns expanding into previously natural landscape. As human population grow, more land is developed for housing, industry, and infrastructure. This often comes at the expense of wildlife habitats, leading to several negative impacts on biodiversity. First, the displacement of animal is one of the most significant consequences. When forests, wetlands, or grassland are cleared for construction, the animals that once lived there are forced to find new homes. Unfortunately, many species struggle to adapt to urban environments because they lack the necessary resources, such as food, shelter, and access to mates. As a result, some species face the risk of extinctions, particularly those that are highly specialized or dependent on specific habitats. However, not all wildlife is negatively affected. Some animals, particularly certain birds and mammals, have demonstrated remarkable adaptability to urban environments. For example, pigeons, crows, and raccoons thrive in cities, often relying on human food waste or using man-made structure for shelter. While these species have been able to adjust, they can outcompete other more vulnerable species, potentially leading to an imbalance in urban ecosystem. Additionally, urbanization brings with it increased pollution, both air and water, which can harm wildlife population. For example, water runoff from cities often contain pollutants that contaminate rivers and streams, affecting aquatic life. Air pollution from vehicles and factories can also have harmful effect on animal health, leading to respiratory issues, reproductive problem, or even both, even death in some species. In conclusion, while urbanization presents significant challenges to wildlife, it is not an insurmountable problem. Through careful planning and consideration, we can ensure that cities grow in ways that support both human and wildlife population. It's up to us to find solutions that promote coexistence and preserve biodiversity for future generations. Thank you.
Whew. Man, summarize that in 1 minute. yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, I know what the delivery of your reading there was good. I think that was I could tell. Of course, you pulled an example from the internet. That's fine. Or maybe from your book. Or is it
No,
from the
from
internet?
the internet. I
Perfect.
don't have the book.
No, oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, so you know what I think? Its length is a little challenging to get in. Yeah, usually this is introduced as a title: urbanization, effects on wildlife. They gave you a definition. I think the reading was really good about defining it for us. Maybe to focus on. I think you started to talk about like certain animals that can adapt, like pigeons, I think, right?
Yeah.
And then there's certain animals that can't adapt. I think if maybe editing for the scripts on the lecture might have helped, right? It's a little lengthy. I don't know. Students got that challenge. Boy, that's extra jerky,
Yeah.
Anyway, maybe narrowing the focus of it to being two examples of specific animals, right? That did well and did badly. So a little editing in that, because that's about 2:47. Yeah, that lecture is usually not more than 2 minutes long, so maybe a little too long. But other than that,
Now, answer the following question. You will have 30 seconds to prepare an answer and 60 seconds to speak. Using the definition of urbanization provided in the passage, explain how urbanization impacts wildlife. Include at least one example of a species that have adapted and one challenge they faced.
oh, okay, so there you go. That's two examples. They've adapted and when they face. Again, editing down. Hey, she pronounced it well, because the student now has to say that word, urbanization. Everybody, urbanization. Yeah, they said it. As long as the person in the question or the person in the lecture pronounces it well, then the student, whoever this person could be, can reproduce it. Oh man, all right, you guys can make comments on it. It's like, okay, is that clear enough? Is that too long enough? Okay, all right. All right, last lecture here from Professor Victoria.
Exercise is not only beneficial for physical health but also plays a critical role in mental well being. Regular physical activity helps reduce stress, improve mood, and boost overall mental resilience. Understanding the connection between exercise and mental health can encourage people to prioritize an active lifestyle. One key benefit of exercise is its ability to reduce stress and anxiety. Physical activity triggers the release of endorphins, often referred to as feel good hormones, which promote relaxation and reduce tension. For example, activities like jogging or yoga can help individuals manage daily stress more effectively, leaving them feeling calm and refreshed. Another advantage is that exercise can improve mood and combat depression. Research shows that even moderate activities such as brisk walk can alleviate symptoms of depression by enhancing brain function and encourage positive thinking. Additionally, exercising in social settings like team sports or group fitness classes fosters a sense of community, which is essential for emotional support. In conclusion, regular exercise is a powerful tool for improving mental health. By reducing stress and lifting mood, it provides a natural and accessible way to maintain emotional balance and overall well-being.
All right. Well, thanks. Is that pretty manageable? A student could summarize that in 1 minute, you think? Yeah. That's about 2 minutes long. I don't know. Yeah. So you only make a comment like, oh, that's challenging enough. Oh, that's long enough, etc. I like how her delivery was, clear enough. She was being very careful with her pronunciation. Yeah, she wasn't rushing too fast. Actually, if she spoke a little faster, it probably would be a little shorter. But I like that she was very careful with her delivery there. So yeah, I think that's a pretty manageable task to summarize that. Yeah.
Now answer the following question. You will have 30 seconds to prepare an answer and 60 seconds to speak.
20 seconds, yeah.
How does exercise benefit mental health? And what specific examples from the paragraph illustrate its effects on stress, mood, and emotional resilience?
Resilience. All right, resilience. Yeah, there you go. It's just struggling with the pronunciation a little bit. Sorry, yeah, resilience. Yeah, she's on the. So here. Also, no, those of y'all speak Spanish. The J and the Y is a tricky one, right? Yeah, jogging, yoga. I remember that. I heard her say jogging and yoga. I know. Hey, that's a weird sound. Yeah. No, the Y. I have a jello banana. I have a yellow banana. Okay, so that's them. Give them a hand, everybody. Woo! Woo! Yeah. There you go. Nice. Okay, team 1. Now moving on to team 2. This is the people in team 2 is Andrea, not featured in the photo there. Of course, is Sandra, Sunmi, and Ms. Lee. All right, so let's see what you ladies came up with. Yeah, this class is mostly women, so you all had to get creative with the man and the women talking together, right? So here's team 2. Now, you guys can make comments. Get ready to answer speaking question number 1.
Now get ready to answer the following question. Which one do you prefer? Shopping online for groceries or purchasing in a local store? Use specific reasons and examples to support your answer. You will have 15 seconds to prepare an answer and 45 seconds to speak.
Nice. Very clearly said. That's nice. The question? Pretty simple, right? Pretty straightforward? Okay, not too bad. I think that's easy. Shopping online for groceries or purchasing in a local store. I think speak for 45 seconds on that.
Now get ready to answer the following question. You will have 45 seconds to read the passage and 30 seconds to prepare an answer and 60 seconds to speak.
All right, so yeah, you didn't have to do that. She just added that in there for fun. Yeah. All right, so here we go. The universe, this is the announcement, right? We got to identify the change. Let's pick on somebody who is part of this team here. Where's? Oh, you want to try? I'll let you read that, Miss Sunmi. Okay, university. Go ahead.
The university has announced that starting next semester, all on-campus cafeterias will only serve vegetarian meals.
Oh.
According to the written announcement, this decision is part of an effort to promote sustainability and reduce the university's environmental impact.
Cool. Yeah. By the way, I like the delivery. You pronounced everything there beautifully. That was good. Okay. Very controversial. Oh, no meat. Can you imagine that? All right. One thing I just noticed, it's a little short. Normally it's about, almost twice as much as that. You hit all. There's the change, and 2 reasons. Awesome. Making it longer makes it more of a challenge for the student to try to figure out where the change is, that kind of thing. So they kind of like leave it up. But yeah, you've got the basic. There's the change. All vegetarian meals. Decision is part of it. Promotes sustainability. Reduce environmental impact. That's kind of similar. Anyway, maybe if you'd written more in there, just to pad it out a little bit. It's a little short for speaking question number 2 announcement. But all right, let's listen to the conversation now.
I can't believe the university is making all the cafeterias serve only vegetarian meals. It's unfair to students who eat meat.
Yes, I agree with you, Sonmi. Not everyone wants to be vegetarian, and it's not like eating meat is wrong. Why should they force their choices on us?
Exactly. Plus, some students might need meat in their diet for health reasons. Protein is essential, and while you can get it from other sources, it's not the same for everyone.
That's true, and let's not forget the cost. Have you seen how expensive some vegetarian alternatives are? It's not exactly budget friendly for students.
And what about personal freedom? We should have the right to choose what we want to eat. It's not the university's job to control our diet just because they think it's better for the environment.
Right. I get that sustainability is important, but there are other ways to promote it without restricting everyone's options. They could offer more vegetarian meals instead of banning meat altogether.
I totally agree. They're just going out in the wrong way. I hope enough students complain so they reconsider this policy.
Me too. I will definitely be signing any petitions against it.
All right, cool. Despite the wind and everything, I understood the delivery of both of you ladies in your speaking.
And
Actually,
the student postures are looking very realistic,
yeah, that's right. Yeah, you like the photograph, huh?
Yeah, the realistic.
It's like, seriously? I like that expression. Yeah, you look like you're indignant. Yeah, that's right. That's good. That's right. Yeah, and I like the length. It's pretty manageable. A student reading the announcement, listen to that conversation. You've got to summarize that in 1 minute. That's about the right length, I think. That's good. Yeah, you pretty distinct reasons. Personal freedom, health reasons, some proteins, an essential nutrient, things like that. That's good. And actually, yeah, and the delivery of your reading there was good for the most part. A couple of words here and there. But all right, so let's see.
Now, answer the following question. You will have 30 seconds to prepare an answer and 60 seconds to speak. The woman expresses her opinion about the new decision from the campus cafeteria. State her opinion and explain the reasons she gives for holding that opinion.
Cool, nicely pronounced there. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, good. Yeah, right. The woman, Sunmi. Yeah, you figure out from the photograph who's Sunmi? Yeah, no, that's okay. Normally, there's not enough guys in this class. All right, so that was good. All right. So actually, they both feel the same way, don't they? So that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so that's...
Now get ready to answer the following question. You will have 45 seconds to read the passage and 30 seconds to prepare an answer and 60 seconds to speak.
Yeah, I use the same audio file for number 2 as on number 3. Yeah, because they're identical. Their structure is identical. Yeah, so anyway. All right, here we go. Speaking question number 3. Target. Okay, here's the. Remember, this one's a TDEX, right? Title, definition, example, right? All right. So, Miss Lee, I'll let you read this out loud. Target marketing. Yeah.
Target marketing advertisers in the past have used radio and television in an attempt to provide information about their products to large, general audiences. It was once thought that the best way to sell a product was to advertise it to as many people as possible. However, more recent trends in advertising have turned toward target marketing. Target marketing is the strategy of advertising to smaller, very specific audiences. Audiences that have been determined to have the greatest need or desire for the product being marketed. Target marketing has proven to be very effective in reaching potential customers.
Yeah, beautifully pronounced, by the way. Yeah, I was listening for number of syllables and stress. There's some tricky words in there. Okay, you guys can decide. A student reading that for 45 seconds got a pretty clear T. I think it's the first word. Sometimes it's like that. They don't have it at the top. That's okay. It's target marketing. Actually, take it from your book. Yeah, I know. I recognize this one. That's good. Right. Clear definition. Okay. So here we go. Here's the lecture. Yes.
Nowadays, something you notice more and more is television commercials that are made specifically for certain television programs. So, let's say a company wants to sell a cell phone. Now, during TV shows that young people watch, show with pop music or teen serials, they create a commercial that emphasize how fun the phone is. The phone has bright color and they show kids having a good time with their friends. And, well, the company wants the kid watching TV at this time to want to buy this phone that is made especially for them. But the same company will make a different commercial to be shown during say, a program about business or a business news show. Now, for this group of people, business people, the company will have to show how efficient their phone is, how it can handle all business easily and maybe even save money. And here is the thing. It's basically the same phone the company has just made to different commercials to appeal to different groups of people.
All right, super. 2 examples. Yeah, that's where we get usually examples, right? All right. Not too long. It's just about a minute and a half, and you gotta summarize that. Okay, you make comments about either the lecture or how she said it, etc. Okay, yeah, here we go.
Using the professor's examples, explain the advertising technique of target marketing.
All right. Straightforward, right? And I heard I made a cameo in your recording. I heard my voice in there. All right. All right. Speaking question number 4. Here's the last one for team number. This is again team number 2. All right, here we go.
Now, let's focus on the concept of digital literacy, which is a growing concern in modern society. As we rely more on technology, digital literacy has become a crucial skill for everyone, not just for students. Digital literacy is more than just knowing how to use the computer. It involves understanding how to find reliable information online, critically access that information, and use it responsibly. In this digital age, misinformation spreads quickly, and being able to evaluate the credibility of sources is a key aspect of digital literacy. Another important aspect of digital literacy is understanding online privacy and security. Many people share personal information on the internet without thinking about the risks. Knowing how to protect your data and avoid online scam is a crucial part of being digital literate. In addition, digital literacy is not only about individual use of technology, it's also about using digital tools in collaboration with others, whether it's in school or the workplace. being able to effectively communicate and collaborate using digital platform is an essential skill in today's world.
Okay. Oh, so the student has to summarize that in 1 minute. All right, cool. Maybe you can make a comment. By the way, I'll probably will just keep these. I didn't mention earlier. Now you're welcome to write down whatever. I'm probably not gonna make a PDF and send it to everybody. You just make comments, and I'm the one person who can read it, etc. By the way, I forgot to mention that earlier. Hey, it's good length. It's not too long. I think about 1.5 minutes. Cool. Struggle. This is tricky to pronounce this one. Digital literacy. Yeah, it's got 2 L's right next to each other. It is tricky. Digital literacy. Yeah, I think main thing. Sometimes I heard it with 2 syllables, but it's like every 3. Digital literacy. Yeah, etc. Okay. But otherwise, yeah, most of the words you were pronouncing, I understood and was able to follow. Just occasionally here and there, I was able to follow. I had trouble. Risks. It's just. Yeah, that's 1 syllable, etc. Okay, so y'all make comments about great picture. Yeah, it's good.
Now answer the following question. You will have 20 seconds to prepare an answer and 60 seconds to speak. Summarize the professor's lecture on digital literacy. Explain the key aspects of digital literacy that the professor mentioned and discuss why these skills are important in today's society.
All right, so that question, is that structured pretty clearly? This is what the student has to do? All right, y'all can make a comment there. It's like, oh man, that was nice. Actually, it's pretty clear. It's just summarizing the lecture, right? All right, that's the team. Everybody give me a hand. Woo, 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 woo. I realize, I know you're going through all this. It takes a long time. Yeah, y'all work so hard. I want to make sure that I got a record on the internet now. So, okay, we got one more of these teams, and after that, well, we're going to jump into some TOEFL practice, and at the end, we'll blow off some steam. All right, so team 4, let's see what you folks worked on here. This is, well, you guys, team 3 we did yesterday.
Oh, okay.
That's right. So, yeah, we did team 3 yesterday, so we're gonna it's good to save some time here. All right, it's them. All right, let's give them a hand, everybody. We them. Yeah. I'll be clap a lot. There. And Troy is there in spirit, right? He's he's not there in person, but you know. So y'all, you tell me what did Troy end up doing basically for your team? He ended up. Do you remember?
First the question. Troy and Alex.
Yeah. What did Troy end up doing?
The first question. The first question.
Oh, he created that first question. Okay.
Yeah, the first question.
All right. Okay. Fair enough. All right. Duly noted. Yeah. So here we go. Would you prefer to work for a big company with a heavier workload and a higher salary, or a smaller company with more flexible but lower pay? Oh, pretty good question. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, you can give him a question. Pretty simply understood and not too long. And okay. So that's speaking question number 1. All right, now we're going to number 2 here. This is the announcement. You guys created it. I think it's okay. So this is about it. Miss 2, I'll let you read it out loud. Notification. Bada bing, bada bing.
Notification about dining coffee price increase.
Cafe.
Dear students and staff, we would like to inform you that starting next semester, the campus dining will be adjusting its price. This change is due to increase the cost of food supply and operation expenses. While we understand this may affect your dining plan, we are committed to maintaining the quality and variety of meals provided. To assist with this changes, we encourage students to explore meal plans options that offer discounts on regular price.
Oh, so there are discount options somewhere, huh? Okay, cool. All right. So, what the student's supposed to do is identify the change. What's that change, y'all? You have to find it, right? It's the
Price increase.
looks like it's just a price increase. Yeah. They phrase it like they're adjusting prices, but I think you're right. It's raising prices, really. Adjusting is they're hiding the yeah, that's right. Okay, so if I'm a student, I'm taking notes on that. That's easy enough. What's the main reasons for doing this? The cost of food supplies. There we go. Inflation in general, right? And I think the other, it's not another reason, but another detail. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, and they said, yeah, they may mention the thing about exploring meal plan options, etc. Okay, so we'll listen to the conversation. They'll talk about it. I'm sure they're gonna love this. So one of the students is gonna, this is a great idea, right? Okay. Go.
Hey, did you hear about the campus dining coffee rising its price next semester?
Yeah, I saw the notification. Honestly, I'm not too happy about it. Why are they doing this?
From what I read, it's because the cost of food supply and operational expenses has gone up. Plus, they mentioned something about maintaining the quality of the meals.
I get that costs go up, but it's still frustrating. The prices are already high for some students. This might take it harder for people to afford meals on campus.
True, but they did say they are offering discounts through meal plans. Maybe that could help reduce costs for students who eat there often.
Yeah, but not everybody uses meal plans. I usually just grab something quick between classes. It feels like they should find another way to manage expenses without rising prices.
I get that. Maybe they should hold a meeting or survey to get feedback from students. If they explain their plans more clearly, it may help people understand the reason behind it.
That's a good idea. I think students just want to feel like their concerns are being heard. Hopefully, they will communicate more before making those decisions.
Let's hope so. In the meantime, I guess we'll just have to plan our budget a little more carefully next semester.
All right. Got it. Okay, super duper. Yeah, good conversation there. There was one moment in there, I wasn't quite sure what you said. Let's see.
This might take it harder for
Yeah, it's right here.
Students who eat there often. You plan. Maybe that could help reduce costs for students who eat there often.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not everybody uses meal.
Yeah, that's right. That was your point. Yeah, not everybody uses meal plan. Hey, a conversation made direct reference to the announcement. A lot. That's good. Gives a chance for the student to. Okay. So the woman. Oh, that narrows it down. You're both women, right? Now, woman expresses her opinion about the announcement from campus. Status her opinion. Oh, I don't usually say status as a verb. You're trying to say report or explain? I usually say explain. Hey, explain her opinion and the reasons she gives for holding that opinion. Usually it's explain. Was that just a typo or something? Status? Probably. That's okay. Yeah, no problem. Okay. So, are y'all make comments about that? Is that manageable? Would a student be able to do that? I mean, even if it's, yeah, you can make comments about how they said it, etc. Okay. Good connecting the reading and the conversations. Coffee. Yeah, cafe. In Spanish, cafe is coffee, right? Oh, that's confusing. That's so confusing, right? Coffee, yeah. In the cafe, on the second syllable, this is a restaurant, and that's the drink. Yeah, I know. In Spanish, y'all Spanish speakers ever get confusing? Frustrating, weird? I'm going to go to the cafe. Okay, never mind. It's kind of the same thing as in Spanish. All right. Is that right? That's right. Cafeteria is. It's a drink. Yeah, interesting. Okay, anyway.
Cafeteria is the place. The place, yeah.
Well, and you know, if I say a cafe, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Oh, if I think of a cafe, it's a small little restaurant. They serve, no
formal food.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You go to drink coffee.
Right.
Yeah, like you're saying, I'm going to the coffee shop.
That's normally what we say. Right. And but if I say cafeteria, I'm imagining that at school at a high school or whatever, the big where you get your main meals or whatever. Oh man, it's so weird. I know. Okay, here we go. Speaking question number 3. This is where they got title, definition, example. Remember, this is group number 4. Here we go. All right. Miss Alex, I'll let you read it out loud. The rising demand of mental health services on campus. Woo!
Over the past few years, college campus has seen a significant increase in the demand for mental health service. This surge has been widened by various factors, including academic pressure, social isolation, and the ongoing impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic. Experts argue that the traditional mental health resources available to students are not sufficient to meet the growing needs. Many schools have begun to expand their consulting service, offering more appointments and introducing online therapy options to make support more accessible. However, challenges remain in terms of staff shortages, long wait time, and the stigma surrounding seeking mental healthy support.
All right, super duper. Cool. Now, yeah, for these number 3 and number 4, didn't have to create your own. Kind of pulled it from the internet. It looks like, right? Good. Yeah, I don't remember. This probably was not in your book. Your opinion. Yeah. Manageable. Good length. I mean, it's about 100 words. That's what it is. Yeah. And it's basically giving you it's giving you a definition of a concept, right? It's pretty straightforward, I think. Yeah. Inserting a lot of new words. Stigma. Oh my God, what? Yeah. A stigma is like something making something scary. Is it the same in Spanish? Is that right?
Stigma.
Yeah. The stigma surrounding seeking mental health support. Basically, if you seek out mental health support, then people will judge you. Basically, that's all that means. Okay, same idea. Okay. Inserting a lot of challenging vocabulary, right? Good length. It's not too long. It's basically giving a definition. All right, here we go. Here's the lecturer.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I want to talk about a growing issue on college campus, the rising demand for mental health service. Over the past few years, more and more students are seeking support for challenges like academic stress, social isolation, and lingering effects from the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, many colleges are responding by expanding their resources. For example, they've increased the ability of consulting appointments and add online therapy platform to make service more accessible. But even with these improvements, there are still major obstacles. One issue is the shortage of trained mental health professionals, which lead to long wait times. Another challenge is the stigma associated with mental health. Even when resources are available, students may hesitate to use them because they feel embarrassed or worry about being judged. So, while progress is still being made, it's clear there's still work to do to fully support student mental health needs.
It's actually not too long.
I will try to pronounce it, but make it not a native.
That's what you noticed about when you heard that the pronunciation. What was there certain words in there that were?
I will try to make it easy, like pronounce it correctly.
Okay. You know, for the most part, most of the words you were saying, I understood for the most part. You know what though? I know y'all were pulling the examples from the internet, but that lecture more or less was a summary of of that. You know, really wasn't. Maybe you know, honestly, the examples might be. There was one time this university, maybe something more tangible. I would more like expect an example like. For example, LIT, the Learning Institute of Texas in Houston, had a problem with students accessing mental health service, etc. And they tell a couple of stories, or two students, or two different. So anyway, yeah, the purpose of the lecture is to basically summarize the same in the definition, but maybe a more clear example of two students or two universities or two programs, something like that. That's one comment I'd make. The length is not too bad. It's only a minute and a half, but it's like they're supposed to have an example, let's say, of two programs, two students. Okay, here's the last one. Oh, here's the question. What challenges do colleges face in meeting rising demand for mental health services? All right. Last one, y'all. Here we go. Number 4, just summarizing a lecture. Here we go.
Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn the concept of the butterfly effect, which is a fascinating idea in chaos theory that demonstrates how small changes in initial conditions can lead to huge different outcomes over time. The term butterfly effect was popularized by Edward Lorenz, who was a famous mathematician and meteorologist in the 1960s. While working on the weather prediction models, Lorenz discovered that even tiny variations in his input data, differences as small as thousands of a number, could result in totally different weather patterns. This finding highlighted the sensitive dependence on initial conditions, a core principle of chaos theory. Lawrence illustrated this idea by suggesting that the flap of a butterfly's wings in Brazil could start a chain of events leading to a tornado in Texas. While this is a metaphor, it emphasizes how small actions on events can cascade into larger, unpredictable effects. Let's consider a practical example. Imagine a ball resting on a hill. A slight nudge in one direction might send it rolling into a valley on one side, while a nudge in the opposite direction leads it to a completely different valley. This illustrates how tiny initial changes can mean vastly different outcomes. The butterfly effect has many implications in meteorology. It explains why long-term weather prediction is so difficult. Small errors or unknown variables can lead to inaccurate forecasts. In economics, a small decision by a company or government can ripple through markets, influencing global economics. This concept has appeared in popular culture and philosophy. It's often used to discuss how individual actions, no matter how small, can have far-reaching consequences. For example, helping someone in need might indirectly influence countless lives in unexpected ways over time. However, it's important to note that butterfly effect doesn't mean every small action leads to huge changes. Indeed, it highlights the sensitivity of complex systems to initial conditions where small differences can grow significantly under the right circumstance. To summarize, the butterfly effect teaches us to appreciate the complexity of the system and the power of small actions. It reminds us that even the tiniest variables can set off significant and unpredictable changes in the world.
Oh man, summarize that in 1 minute. Oh man, that's tough. Great topic, actually. I like that. Yeah, the butterfly effect. It's very clear. Normally in speaking question number 4, you got a clear topic, right, and define it for you. And usually there's 2 subtopics. So I think this could have been edited down. I'm trying to think. At the beginning, you kind of explained where did this word come from? Oh, this meteorologist. Yeah, I know the story. Yeah, you talked about all this. Maybe if you cut out maybe the first couple of minutes of it and started. The implications are, to weather prediction, economy. Yeah, so 2 applications of it. That might have been briefly define it what it is, and then go into the 2 implications of it. Maybe like on the economy and maybe on the weather or something. Just editing. That's all it is. Same thing with him. So, I know it wasn't your lecture. You found it, no problem. But yeah, just editing it, right? Okay. And pronunciation here and there was a challenge. Okay. So that's tough to find. Summarize the lecture. Please. Oh, you put please. That's nice. I don't think I've ever seen a question with please in it. Remember, y'all, you guys are jerks. Don't say please. All right. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We can do that.
You could say please. All right. Let's give him a hand, everybody. That was a lot of work. That was good. A lot of work. All right. And Troy did number 1. Duly noted. I'll keep that in mind. Okay. I'll tell you what, y'all. If, I'll stop that there.